welcome to Embodied Alchemy with me, Rebecca Wilson, an embodied experiential space for you to drop deep into the wealth of wisdom within your being and activate a fuller, richer you. I am an embodied business coach, embodiment queen, sacred business midwife, and alchemist. I will help you birth your visions and sacred business into the world from an easeful, embodied, and rooted space within. So you can be who you are here to be, create what you are here to create, and activate the wealth of energy that is you. I will activate you into self-leadership, self-mastery to create your legacy on earth. Welcome on the journey, my love. Hello, beautiful women. So good to be together here again, as always, sharing this potent space with you. I really have been feeling such a deep and exciting awakening stirring in my world as of late. And I really wanted to arrive into this podcast as an arrival into what I am feeling is here, what is stirring and awakening in my world, in the worlds of all of the women that I share time and space with, that I journey with, I'm supporting in their lives, relationships, creations, businesses. The women that I am guiding through their embodied awakenings. And this is the essence of what I am sitting in and witnessing in my own world, in my own body, in my own being, and in the worlds of all of the women that I have the honor and privilege of guiding and supporting at these times. Because wow, the world, the planet, the multiverse is waking up. So much is moving at such a rapid speed. And my gosh, these times are truly alive and activating. And I am deeply experiencing this in my own world. Very loud and strong calling from my own spirit and soul to expand greater, vaster, wider, to step into that next level version of myself, my higher timeline. To be more embodied is the deeper message. And I would really love to speak into that, because often, I don't know about you, but when I hear of people speaking into taking it to the next level or the next expanded version of me, it can often feel through the description that it is something beyond the body and beyond the self in this moment. Language is so interesting, but like the higher, vaster, bigger, greater can often lead us to looking outside of ourselves for the wisdom, for the awakening. When what I know to be sure, true, and fully experienced in my own self is that profound awakening happens in and through the body. And it is through the descending in to ourselves that we truly rise and awaken. This is the journey that I've been guiding women on for close to 10 years now in this field of work. And it's not a new experience. If you have been in my world for some time, you will know that my teachings, my offerings, my work, my creations are created from the body, through the body, for you to experience yourself in your body, through your body, rising up into your being. There's many other areas of internal exploration that possibly pull us out of ourselves. Something seems to be shifting on a very profound level, and more women are stepping into my world from a place of knowing that it is time for them to journey with their body. Maybe they have been exploring lots of different spiritual practices or teachings that have taken them to a certain place, state, experience, feeling, and so on. A certain level of healing or understanding, awareness within. But so often when women step into my world, they do so because they say, I recognize the part that was missing was my body, was the body. I haven't come into myself. I have awoken outside. I have disassociated, fragmented, disembodied, reached high states, levels of energy, energetic awakening, experiencing spiritual connection. Yet all of this leaves us fragmented, distorted, and separate. So when women step into my world, they do so from a place of either the curiosity of the body or a knowing that this is the place they haven't truly arrived into yet. They haven't truly awoken into, or it's the place they've been hiding from, ignoring, distracting from, and disassociating from. Because of many different factors, and I would love to share some of them with you. Maybe they resonate for you along your journey somehow. Often we leave our bodies in high energetic states of whatever range of the polarity we experience them, the light and the shadow, because the feeling and felt sensation that is activated and alive in the body just feels too much. So understandable, we would leave that space and go elsewhere. And this happens in times and experiences of pain and trauma. We can often disassociate, fragment, or we freeze and we get locked, trapped, frozen, or we escape that experience completely and leave our body and become ungrounded, unsteady, unrooted, and lack or lose our center. We can also disassociate and fragment and leave our body and our being in experiences that are maybe not labeled or commonly known as traumatic, but experiences of profound joy, love, excitement, pleasure, connection, because they may be wired into your system as a feeling of unease or lack of safety, depending on what the blueprint is that was woven into us during our time of creating ourselves in our formative years. The experiences we very much desire in our life can often highlight or speak to our body as fear, unknown, uncertainty, lack of safety, because they were never felt in our formative years, in our childhood, or when they were, they equaled some kind of upset, disconnect, or discomfort. So the disembodiment and the leaving of the body does happen, and is experienced in many different forms with a full range and spectrum of emotion. When that moment arrives on your journey of awakening, where your body speaks to you, you can feel and hear the call that it's time to descend back into her. And for whatever reason that the disconnect, the separation, or the disembodiment arrived, it usually means that it's time, you're ready to explore coming back into the experience of you and the experience you are feeling, sensing, having in your body, through your body. And at this time, in this profound time on earth right now, there are so many women stepping deeply into this space. The space of reclaiming, remembering, journeying back into their bodies. And I'm so here for it. Because yes, we awaken in the body, through the body. This is the profound embodied awakening that I have journeyed in my own personal healing, activating, and awakening journey over the past 2 decades. It has been for me a very body-based awakening. The rising of the feminine moved through me from root to crown. And I see the awakening that I had as a profound gift. A gift and a journey of truly understanding the power of an embodied awakening. And that gift and that journey has offered and enabled me to be the guide and the support and the midwife for so many women that are on their journey of awakening through their body. More and more women are stepping into this space. It's like beyond the individual self, the great body of the feminine, of the mother is waking, and it's waking in all of the women. The darker corners that we've hid from, the things, the beliefs, the stories that we've shoved in the cupboards, in the dark back corners, cupboards of our mind, our psyche, our body, our hearts, our wombs. They are all being opened and revealed, being brought into the light at this time. It is such a profound time to be alive, to be part of this huge shift that's happening on the planet. Energetically, spiritually, emotionally, we are reclaiming and remembering what it truly is to embody the feminine. To be an embodied woman, to ground and root into our own bodies and into our own centers. So often when I'm working and journeying with women, so many narratives and stories of the collective rise up as we dive in. Narratives of how they should be, how we shouldn't be, what we should or should not be doing, how being a woman, a wife, a partner, a mother, we must sacrifice our own needs, our own desires, our own wishes. We must place the center of ourselves outside of ourselves in someone, someplace, somewhere else. but it's changing and it's shifting. And more I can feel, see, sense the women in my world are pulling back the threads of themselves that they have woven into external noises, experiences, situations, people. They're unraveling those threads and they're bringing them back home. They're unhooking the hooks that they've placed outside of themselves into the timelines, experiences, relationships, people, and bringing themselves back. And equally setting free anything that they have been carrying along the way that has led them into this space of disbelief and distortion. It is a real time of reclaiming and calling back our power and recentering. There's a reorientation happening in the world, and it's happening inside of all of us. There have been multiple conversations with the women in my world about claiming what they truly desire to have, to be, to create in this world. The sense that it is this great awakening of the Shakti energy, the fire of the feminine, the Kundalini is rising and rippling through our bodies, our wombs, our hearts, and opening us into a greater awakening of self. Thank you for joining me on this journey today. If you loved this musing and sharing, I would love for you to share this episode far and wide. You can arrive into all of my offerings at rebecca-wilson.com. Links to dive deeper with me are in the episode notes. Remember, my love, you are here to be the fullest, most potent, powerful, embodied version of you. I am here to guide you into that. Hey love, I'm dropping in here to welcome you to join us in our online community membership, The Village. I created this space for women to gather, to return to themselves, to deepen the connection and the relationship with self, whilst held in a community of like-minded women walking the journey and the path of their own awakening.